Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas being in preliminary talks and what that could possibly mean for the 154-pound division. We're going to be speaking on Brian Norman Sr. saying that Devin Haney is microdosing. Wow. And Brian Norman Jr.'s response to that whole situation. But before we get into that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,400 mark. About to crack that 3,500 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. What's going on? What's going on? How we feeling, man? How we feeling? I already see a couple comments in the building. My boy Coffee Plant with the first comment of the day. That's my brother right there, man. One of my favorite nation members. What's going on, Coffee? King of Brooklyn, what up? Chris Maldonado in the building, what up? He talking about what up, oh head. Nigga, we the same age. You trolling? Motherfucker. Marissa, what's going on, Marissa? How we feeling, man? I've been staying busy. You know what I'm saying? My son, still sick and all that stuff, man. It's tough. And I thought, it's crazy. Like, it's just so crazy how this shit worked. My son was in a great mood, alert, all that good stuff, just being himself, playful, adventurous, all that. I lay down with him to take a nap. He wake up from the nap and his face filled with hives. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You were just good. Jesus Christ. So I had to figure something out, man. I'm gonna give him some meds and all that. I had to drop him off with his mother and them. So I'll check. I'll get him on Tuesday. I'll figure out exactly what's going on with him from there. But man, fucking kids are unpredictable. It's crazy. But in the meantime, I got some positive things in the works too. You know what I mean? A lot of the shit that got to do with my son. You know what I mean? I made a YouTube channel specifically for my son. I'm not gonna tell y'all to subscribe, because there's all private videos that are specifically for him. So I've been working on that. That's a project I'm going on. And look for your boy, Marcus Rosa, to now be an upcoming author. Y'all heard it here. Y'all probably like, what the fuck? This nigga writing a book with this nigga Dr. Seuss? Not exactly, but I will be writing a children's book as well. So be on the lookout for that, man. It's a whole lot of work. It's going to take some time. But I think if I really devote myself, with some free time throughout my day, I think I could get it done within a month or two. You know what I'm saying? My son, for those of y'all who don't know, my son has a speech delay. You know what I'm saying? He's not autistic or anything like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the parents that got autistic children. Y'all doing a phenomenal job. But he does have a speech delay where he is a bit behind on his speech, which I heard was pretty common, especially in today's age. So that the children's book, based off of what I'm brainstorming off of right now, it's pretty much based around him having a speech delay and things of that nature. It's a dope book. The way that I've written it down, like the concepts behind it, I had I AI generated some images and stuff like that, and I'm having it. I'm doing some editing and all of that. So it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I can't wait, man. So don't be surprised if y'all see a picture of me like this on motherfucking on a network or something, or an interview, and it's like Marcus Rosa, boxing coach / author / content creator. I do a little bit of everything. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm a motherfucking prophet. I try to tell these niggas, but we're gonna do a phenomenal job with the book. Shout out to everybody that's been supportive of me and my son, and because y'all been so loving and like attentive to me and my son, I just felt like I needed to update y'all on that. So, anyways, yeah. And King of Brooklyn said, shout out to you doing that should definitely help others too. Well, that's the main goal. That's the main goal. I'm gonna give you guys like a little sneak peek on what I'm working on, because like I said, I got like some AI generated images, because I can't draw for shit. So of course I need AI to come help me with that. So this is one of the concepts for my book title. You know what I mean? Because my son does say words, but it's like very small words. You see what I'm saying? So this is the concept right here. Obviously, it's a cartoon. It's not going to look exactly like me. It's not going to look exactly like Micah. And to be honest with you, I don't really care whether it does or not. I just want the message to get out there. This is the cover right here. As a matter of fact, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to just airdrop it to my laptop and show y'all through here. It's a dope concept, though. Trust me. I know y'all don't fucking listen. I know y'all don't fucking read kids' books. Like, I hope y'all don't. But, this is for the parents out there that got a child that may be speech delayed or whatever the case is. You feel what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and upload this shit. Shout out to Micah. Yeah, absolutely. He's a fucking best kid in the world, man. But, let me see. How can I do this? The fuck? Niggas making shit difficult than a motherfucker. Let me see if I can get this real quick so I could just. There you go. I thought I could upload photos. What the fuck? Let me see. Let me see if this works, y'all. We're going to get right to the boxing talk. Look, there it is. There it is, man. Dope, ain't it? Micah finds his words. And that is a word that he says quite often. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Says little stuff like that. He was singing happy birthday earlier today because I lit a candle. So when he sees a candle, he thinks of a birthday cake. But that's one of the concepts. This ain't official or anything of that nature. I actually had edited this. So this was like the first concept. It's going to look a little different than what you see right here. But that's basically it. I think I'm like 4 pages in so far, and I'm looking for it to be like 24. So I got some work to do, but we gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. So I got to see exactly what the process is with, getting the book put on Amazon and shit like that. But we're gonna make it do what it do regardless. You know what I mean? I just want to let my son know that I do love him and that I'm showing it in a variety of ways with the YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel right here. The YouTube channel is called. We're going to get into the boxing talk, y'all. Please be patient with me. I just got a lot to tell y'all. The YouTube channel is called For My Son Micah. So this is the profile picture right here. That's a real picture of us just in a cartoon form. And so far, I haven't done any videos in the last 5 days. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 videos so far. So it's dope. I said, Micah, this is why I started making these videos for you. This is who your dad was. This is what you were like as a little kid. Micah, the day you were born. Micah, I'm proud to be your dad. We getting shit done. That's all I wanted to know. We working on this fatherhood shit. Shout out to the real fathers out here. Shout out to the real fathers out here. Not the deadbeats that be coming on here and be acting like they active and all that. Shout out to the real fathers that's out here, you know what I mean, exercising their rights and being the best father possible. Shout out to the motherfuckers who didn't have fathers growing up and still became an amazing dad. Shout out to the motherfuckers who ain't had no dad or no father figures that still found a way to be a great dad. You got to support these people. We do not fuck with deadbeats. We do not fuck with deadbeats. When I tell you, I do not fuck with deadbeats. I cut off day one homies because I found out they was deadbeats. Let's get this shit clear. I do not play with that. That is a big deal breaker for me. So anyways, let's transition on to the boxing topics, man. I appreciate everybody that's been patient. We're officially 10 minutes in. So let's get into these conversations. I had actually put a video out earlier, just a couple hours ago, speaking about Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas preliminary talks. Let me see if I can actually pull an article up that's speaking on this situation. Because I seen Chris Mannix. Chris Mannix was the first one I heard speaking on the situation. I seen Blue Blood made a video too. But you know, that's all I really see. Let me see. Now, Everyday Boxing on Twitter posted this, so I just want to go ahead and show y'all. Yeah, shout out to the real fathers, man. Been there since day one on, attending medical appointments, doing everything that they need to do, man. I mean, putting their bread up, taking care of their kids, man, all around the board, not just financially. And let's be clear, you could be there financially for your son and still be a deadbeat. Let me say this once again. You could give your son money. You could be there financially and still be a deadbeat. You got to cover all areas, man. You have to be there physically. You have to be there financially. You got to be there all around the board, bro. It's not just, I give you money and you deal with the kid. That's not how that shit work. You feel me? But anyways, let's go ahead with this tweet right here. Shout out to Everything Boxing. And it says, Boots Zayas talks ongoing. Preliminary talks have taken place between Matchroom and Top Rank to match Jaron Boots Ennis with Xander Zayas next, now that a Boots Virgil fight seems highly unlikely to take place next. And this is according to Chris Mannix, of course. So what do I think about this whole situation? I'm going to tell y'all guys exactly what I said in the video earlier today. For those of y'all who didn't tune into the video, shout out to the 25 people that's in the building. But listen, man, and you could blame the sport of boxing for this. Shout out to my boy Slime in the building. You could blame the sport of boxing for this. Don't blame me. Blame the sport of boxing just based off of what we've been through, man. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Oh, shit. What the fuck happened? I'm going to tell y'all something. The sport of boxing has let us down so much. Although we've been getting some great fights lately. The sport of boxing has let us down so much. We had this mentality where it's like, I got to see it to believe it. I got to see these motherfuckers sign the contract. I need to see everybody posting the fight. I need to see press conferences. I need to see media workouts. I need to see these niggas weigh in. And that's not even enough because we seen Richardson Hitchens show up to the weigh-in and not come into the fight the next day. So we literally have to see these motherfuckers get in the ring in order for us to believe that the fight is official, right? Not saying that Xander pussy, not saying that Boots pussy. I will never go out of my way to disrespect neither one of these brothers, man. They doing some great things. You know what I mean? One's a current unified champion. One's a former unified champion. They're both undefeated, both young, both, I think it's too early to say whether Xander Zayas is in his prime, but Boots is definitely in his prime. You feel what I'm saying? So taking all of that into consideration, man, preliminary talks to me is just preliminary talks. And there was some people who had asked me, bro, what does preliminary talks mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I always knew what it meant, but I never really had like a definition on hand for it. So I had wrote some things down and, put it together to let you guys know exactly what that means. And according to what I have, wait, where the fuck is in my notes? Hold on. So preliminary talks is like those early discussions that are being had. You know what I mean? Like a phone call is made. I'm assuming Matchroom is the one that reached out to Top Rank because it's like, why would Top Rank reach out to Boots if Boots really isn't bringing anything to the table in terms of belts? You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming Eddie Hearn had reached out to Top Rank to see if there was something that was going on. Preliminary talks is just like those initial discussions before anything is set in stone. You know what I mean? Before they start talking about a venue, before they start talking about splits, you know what I mean? It's just a conversation to see, pretty much a temperature check. Like, how you feeling about this fight? Oh, we like that fight. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get a feel for what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So then, when money's being discussed and everything's being agreed upon, in that sense, then you start advancing in negotiations. Then when everybody agrees to terms, then that's a really good sign. But then again, we seen Teofimo agree to terms with Devin Haney, and he still didn't sign. You know what I'm saying? So then when the contracts get put together, the lawyers read over them, make sure everything's correct, then they sign off on them, and we got ourselves a fight, right? So that's that's just that's very a lot of details are left out of that. It's a lot more difficult than that, but that's basically the gist of it. So preliminary talks are just what they are, preliminary talks. I'm not gonna feed into these rumors and act like since they're having preliminary talks that that gives me the reassurance necessary to feel like the fight is going to happen next. This doesn't really guarantee anything, y'all. And I'm not trying to sound pessimistic. I'm being realistic. I'm letting you guys know what the reality of the situation is. Can they fight? Possibly. I have no doubt that Jaron Ennis, will fight Xander Zayas. Not a single doubt in my mind. There's no way that you could be coming out here saying that you want to get all the belts at 54 and then not want to fight the guy who has 2 out of the 4 major belts in the division right now. That's ass backwards. That doesn't make sense. And Jaron Ennis is literally what he got, like the WBA regular. What belt is it that Jaron Ennis has? I always get the regular and the interim mixed up. So let me see. What belt is that? It's the WBA rankings. Let me check this out. Take a look. I'm sorry. I always get them confused for some reason. He's the WBA interim champion, right? Cool. So he's a WBA interim champion. So that, based off of that, and I know nowadays, the WBC will be like, oh, the interim champion, people are happy with being the interim champion. Bullshit. People get the interim championship belt. People get the interim championship belt in hopes of being in a position to fight for the full status belt. So taking that into consideration, who said my son get vaccines? What are you talking about? Why are you speaking on some shit you don't know nothing about? My son didn't take any vaccines. I was just at his appointment. We ain't agreed to no COVID vaccines. We ain't agreed to no flu vaccines. None of that. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know. Talking about do your research. Obviously, I did it if I didn't agree or co-sign to no fucking vaccines. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. But anyways. Boots got that interim belt and hopes that he faces the WBA champion, Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas already, got the one up on Boots in terms of going to that WBA champion at the time, which was a Bass Barao, and locking in a fight with him. So now he has that belt. You know what I'm saying? Is the WBA gonna, enforce Jaron Ennis to face Xander Zayas or Xander Zayas to face Jaron Ennis? I don't know. But the fact that they having preliminary discussions, I guess you could say that it's a step in the right direction, right? It's a step in the right direction. Because Xander Zayas and Top Rank or whatever could have completely tuned out all of the noise on Matchrooms and like, we don't even want to talk to y'all about that. That's not what we focus on. That's not what we want to do. And they could have kept going from there. The fact that there's preliminary talks lets me know that somebody over on the Top Rank side is interested. Now, I don't know who that could be. That could be Bob Arum. That could be, who's that? Brad Goodman. It could be Xander Zayas himself, Xander Zayas management. I don't know exactly who it is, but the fact that they're having talks lets me know that there is interest to an extent on both sides. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now, a lot of people were asking me, so what's going on with Josh Kelly? I don't know. I heard Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly wanted to fight each other, that they were interested in fighting each other. Why not? There's 3 major belts on the line. Whoever wins walks away with 3 out of the 4 major titles, and that just leaves Sebastian Fundora. It's a beautiful thing. The more belts that one fighter has, the better, because they're getting closer to becoming undisputed. That's what we should want as boxing fans. But Josh Kelly, he got that UK world champion syndrome, because a lot of these motherfuckers, when they come over to the US or wherever they go to get the world title, they take that belt back home and they hold that belt hostage for dear fucking life. I seen Kell Brook this. As soon as he beat Sean Porter, they was going all crazy. He jumping on niggas and all. Took that shit over to the UK and was fighting guys like Kevin Bezier and fucking, I don't even remember all the other dudes he faced, but he was facing bum-ass competition until Eddie Hearn cashed him out with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And then Earl Spence came over and, put the nail in the coffin. You feel what I'm saying? Wasn't Nick Ball doing that? Wasn't Nick Ball holding on to that belt for dear life? He thought Brandon Figueroa was washed, and that motherfucker Brandon Figueroa turned that clock back and whooped Nick Ball ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As soon as he beat Raymond Ford, he fought back-to-back in the UK against motherfuckers that we do not give a fuck about. Ronnie Rios, TJ Don. He faced he faced Sam Goodman over in the UK as well. But I mean in Riyadh, but he did it for the check. You feel me? So that's what a lot of these motherfuckers do. And when you hearing Josh Kelly talk, he keep talking about, oh, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight in the UK. We're gonna fight in the UK. And it's like, bro, I don't know what it is with these UK dudes. But it's like they automatically assume because they won a world title that they're a star in the UK now. And it's like, I understand that boxing is a really big sport in the UK, so they probably would do some numbers. Who knows? But it's like, y'all motherfuckers just be y'all be y'all be avoiding the smoke for real. And y'all be doing that shit, bro. I'm telling you, y'all motherfuckers be avoiding the smoke once y'all get that belt. So I said all of that to say Josh Kelly want to fight in the UK. Xander probably want to fight in either New York or Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And they can't agree on the setting because Josh Kelly probably looking at it like, yo, this is gonna be my first title defense. I wanted to be in my hometown. You did your first title defense in your hometown. So why the fuck can I have that luxury? And Xander probably like, bro, the fuck? Did you see what I just did in Puerto Rico? Like, he probably feeling himself like, nigga, I just signed a management deal with Bad Bunny, nigga. Like, I got all these Puerto Rican niggas in the palm of my hand. New York, Puerto Rico, let's get it popping. And I'm the unified champion. I got more belts than you. So he probably flexing his A side like, no, it got to happen over here. And Josh Kelly like, well, fuck you then. Like, I'm going to go ahead, fight whoever I need to fight. Probably fight another little Walsh Simpson or a motherfucking Connor Bellew with some shit over in the UK and get a couple dollars and sell a couple tickets. You feel me? So I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I think they're gonna go their own ways. Josh Kelly, he made it evident, him and his team off the rip, that them niggas ain't worried about no Jaron Ennis. They not. Eddie Hearn, Josh Kelly, he agreed to terms to fight Boots Ennis next. Soon as this motherfucker beat Bakram, he go sit down in that interview and say, well, Boots is only one of the options. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, what is we doing out here? So they going to go around Boots, you know what I'm saying? If they could get around Boots and maintain some type of success, that's what they going to do. You know what I mean? They knew who Boots was since they was both at 147 pounds. They don't want nothing to do with that fight, especially in the first title defense. They don't want that. So Xander Zayas might be somebody that step up to the plate. Like I said in the video, yo, Xander, if you accept this Boots in this fight, you's a cold motherfucker, boy. You know what I'm saying? If you fight Jaron Ennis, dog, you got some motherfucking cojones on you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie because you got every reason. You really got a legit exit out of this situation. You just be like, yo, he ain't got no belts. I ain't worried about him. Like, I could sit back, wait for the Keith Thurman Fundora winner to see who on Rumble. You know what I mean? I could probably, take myself to the UK to fight Josh Kelly, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to fight Boots. He could easily take that route unless the WBA says something. And that's a different scenario. But while the WBA being quiet, I could do whatever I want. I could go over here. I could go over there. So if Xander Zayas takes this opportunity right here, that let me know that motherfucker ain't scared to roll the dice. He really believes in himself, and he really feel like this is his division. So that's my whole take on the situation. Preliminary talks is just preliminary talks. Please save yourself the disappointment and do not let this rumor right here give you any type of reassurance as a boxing fan that this fight is going to happen. Tell y'all that shit right now. I'm going to say it once again. Do not let these rumors, shit, I already done forgot what the fuck I said. See, that's what happened when you get hit with too many punches as a young boy. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is do not allow yourself to be disappointed because you're going, you putting all your stock into this rumor. It's merely a rumor. Preliminary talks is just preliminary talks. Nothing to jump out the motherfucking window about. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? But me as a boxing fan, I would love to see this fight. I would love to see this fight. I would love to see how Xander Zayas is going to game plan for this fight because he's been getting better as his performances have been going on. I ain't going to lie to you. The Jorge Garcia Perez, he boxed beautifully. The combinations, the turning. You know what I mean? Like Xander got some athleticism. You know what I mean? He's fundamentally sound with his combinations. His combinations, for the most part, usually be textbook. You know what I'm saying? Like he hit 1, 2, 3, body shot. He variates his punches really well to the head and the body. He always comes in phenomenal shape because he'll move for 12 rounds and be absolutely fine. You know what I mean? He takes a lot of chances, volume-based. He's not a big puncher, volume-based, though. Technically sound. He he gets hit, but not like he not like no heavy bag or nothing like that. So he got some type of defensive responsibility. You know what I mean? So he got some things to worry. You know, he got some things for Boots. You know what I mean? Like one of Boots' biggest criticisms, not on my end, but from other people, is that they claim he can't cut off a ring. You know what I mean? When they watched that first Karen fight, it looked like Boots had a hard time keeping up with Karen and cutting that ring off. And both times Karen made it to the decision. But with that first fight, they was like, oh, this motherfucker Boots can't cut off the ring. So Xander Zayas will probably see that and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try boxing. Now, how does that go? I don't know. But what I can say is that Xander can be a problem for Boots if Boots underestimates him or doesn't prepare properly. But besides that, I'm rooting for Boots 1,001%. I'm backing this play 1,001%. We definitely rocking with Philly this time. I had some people ask me. I had a homie of mine out in Florida. Shout out to my homie. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was like, "Yo, bro, you reeking, but you from Philly? You know what I mean? Like you cool with Boots? Like who you rocking with?" I'm like, "Oh, nigga, I'm rocking with Boots all day, every day, bro. I've been telling y'all niggas since I was 17 years old. Before, you know, when I was in high school, I was telling motherfuckers that Boots is going to be a world champion. Been saying that. You know what I'm saying? So rocking with Boots 1,000,000%, man. If that fight does happen, I really hope that this shit happens. And I hope that this shit happens in New York. You know what I mean? I mean, if it does happen in Puerto Rico, I hope it's on a weekend that I don't have my son. Because I would love more than anything to see this fight. I don't give a fuck how much the tickets are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get me some good ass seats, kick it with me, probably bring a homie. I would bring the wife. She not into boxing. It's just not her thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Probably bring one of the homies, whatever the case is, and we out. We out, bro. Let me know who won link in Puerto Rico, bro. We gonna be straight. I'm telling you, we gonna be straight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be up in Patias. Shout out to Patias and what Donald Trump say, Puerto Rico. We gonna be out in Puerto Rico, out in Patias, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Chill at the beach. And we're gonna be doing all that. Go over to the fights, see what's going on, pop up out the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? Be there at the Rumbles. Then as soon as the Rumble's over, we fly back to the city. Simple and plain. We got to go back to being fathers, boxing coaches, all that good shit. You feel me? So that's what they saying. I heard Blue Blood say something about they in deep negotiations now. So preliminary talks and deep negotiations is two different things. I don't know who Blue Blood sources is that told him that, but I hope he's telling the truth. I hope he's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I hope they get that fight done, sealed, finalized, all that good shit. My boy Go787 in the building. That's the number one Xander Zayas fan in the building. He said, I've been said Xander not scared of anybody, even if he on a losing situation, but I still favor Boots 55-45. That's close. That's close odds. So you giving, and ain't nothing wrong with this, it's your opinion. So you giving Xander a solid chance in the fight. Like, you don't think this is going to be a blowout. You think this is going to be competitive. 55-45 ain't too far from 50-50. So you only giving Boots a slight advantage. So that's good to know, man. You got a great competitive fight. I think Boots is more in it like 60-40. But regardless, 55-45, not bad odds. Agent 86 said he don't believe anything Blue Blood say. Man, I don't know, man. I don't really even watch the dude. He had just popped up on my home page, and it said something about Boots and Xander deep negotiations. And I was trying to see where he had got that information from, but I didn't see it, so I didn't even continue on with the video. But I hope he's telling the truth. I hope what he's saying is true. Maybe he knows some shit we don't. Maybe he knows some niggas at Top Rank, some niggas at Matchroom that's giving him that information. So he coming back and he telling the people. You know, that could very well be the situation. SOB TV in the building said Boost 8-4 type shit. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. My fault. Shit. When I go like this to my keyboard on my MacBook, it slides the whole fucking browser off. I don't know why. Go787 said I'm still rooting for Xander, as you should. See, these the motherfuckers I can't stand, bro. The type one of my biggest pet peeves is niggas who are scared to disagree with other motherfuckers, bro. I don't care unless like you just saying some insane shit that has no type of foundation, no evidence or whatever. Then we might have a little back and forth. But one thing I cannot stand is a motherfucker who agrees with other people just to avoid debate or conflict. Bro, be your own man. Formulate your own opinion. Be your own person. If niggas disagree with you, yeah, I mean, you can either not, you can either debate them or you just stand firm on what you say, and that's it. It is what it is. Can't nobody change. Nobody could change. You know what I'm saying? Who you are or how you feel. Don't let nobody dictate how you feel because you're trying to avoid conflict or, bro. You having your own opinion will not, as long as you are coming from a genuine place, an objective place, a knowledgeable place. Can't nobody say you don't know what you're talking about. You know how many times I came out with motherfucking predictions and been wrong? And a lot of these niggas don't know the sport like me. I know knowledgeable, like boxing historians that have been wrong on predictions multiple times. This is the reality, and I heard this from a coach some years back. You never truly figure out the sport of boxing. You never do. There's so many different things that, you know, so many different factors that you know that are in play during a fight. You never truly know what'll happen. You think this nigga can't punch? He go up against the puncher. The nigga that was looked at as the pillow puncher knocks out the puncher or drops the puncher. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody think Tyson Fury was going to knock out Deontay Wilder. Who the fuck thought that? Motherfucker ain't knock nobody out. Before that, he was just out boxing niggas, peppering niggas with jabs, feints, and moving. You know what I'm saying? 1-2s, move out the way, you know, light on the feet, just giving niggas boxing lessons. Who the fuck thought in the second fight Tyson Fury was going to stop Deontay Wilder? Like, this shit is so unpredictable. It's insane. You never figure out boxing. You could get on a nice little streak. I mean, you get this right, you get this right, you get this right. But boxing's going to humble you in some ways. Like I told niggas, I remember everybody was saying Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd. I said, Floyd going to box him easy. Everybody thought I was tripping. What happened? Easy work. Rolly Romero Ryan, I'm picking Rolly. Everybody picking Ryan. What happened? Rolly frying. Like, you're going to be right sometimes. You're going to be wrong sometimes. Formulate your own opinion. Stand on your fucking opinion. This is a judgment-free zone when it comes to, you know, picking who you pick. It is what it is. So, like I said, man, to wrap up this whole topic on Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas, preliminary talks, that's a step in the right direction. But I'm not going to jump out the window and be all excited because this doesn't equate to the fight being made. That fight is nowhere near done. There's so many different hurdles and, you know, hoops they got to go through. It's not going to be that simple. It's not. You know what I mean? But I did hear that if the fight were to take place, most likely it'll take place in Puerto Rico. I'm thinking more New York. I think that'll work out for the best on both sides because Philly is where Boots fan base is at. That's only an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Philly. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York. Like, why not? That's like the perfect location for both sides. But Xander probably going to try to flex that A side and make it happen in Puerto Rico just to flex on Boots. I'm sure Boots don't give a fuck. I done heard Boots say that he'll fight niggas in their living room. So if we doing that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Boots will go over. I don't think he got any problem. Boxer in the building said, Mark, I was watching Pro Boxing Espanol. The host had Robert Garcia on there and was asking Robert about Diego's comments. What he's speaking on, by the way, for the people that's in the building that don't know, Diego Pacheco basically was saying how, you know, he doesn't know why, you know, Mexican-born fighters are so loved, and, you know, basically saying like the Mexico-born fighters today lack skill, and only one that does have skill is Canelo Alvarez. And he said basically that the Mexican-American fighters are the one that more skilled in today's era. You know what I'm saying? In comparison to the Mexican-born ones. Like basically, like, and he says that he basically feels like he gets zero love from his own people just because he was born in America. And he like, yo, like I got everything. I got the skills. I got the Mexican heart. Like I got everything. Why don't they fuck with me like how they fuck with Mexican-born fighters? But what Diego fails to acknowledge is that happens with every ethnicity. That happens with Puerto Ricans too. That's the reality. So I think Diego just need he just need to fuck with the people that fuck with him. But that's what he was speaking on. Robert said Diego needs to apologize as soon as possible before he gets blackballed. It's not like they were supporting the nigga anyway. You know what I'm saying, Boxer? Like if Mexico wasn't fucking with you anyway, if they cut you off, it shouldn't make any fucking difference. If you cut a nigga off, right? And let's say they talking shit about you behind your back. Does it really fucking matter? Like y'all not cool anyway. So it's like fuck him. He say fuck me, I say fuck him. It is what it is. So I don't think Diego would necessarily be blackballed. A lot of these higher up motherfuckers ain't Mexican anyway. They not the Mexican fans, no, they pay. Let's not get it fucked up. But they not like the big wigs that control who fights on their cards and shit like that. Like Diego gonna be cool. I know who not gonna blackball Diego Pacheco, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn done built up Diego Pacheco this far to cut him off because he said some shit about Mexicans. No, he put too much money in Diego Pacheco. He gonna go ahead and get that nigga a world title shot. Yeah. No, Boxer, that's a fact. That lady was trying to save Diego. Like, yo, like, chill, because she understands. She understands how the way Diego was coming across. And she trying to save him so he don't face no outrage. But Diego ain't give a fuck. You could tell he genuinely felt that way. And when they kept trying to de-escalate, he kept bringing it back. So, like, they was taking, like, 3 steps forward, and he was taking, like, they was taking like 5 steps backwards. He taking like 6 steps forward. So he just kept bringing it back. He like, yo, like, that's just how I feel. Like, he don't care. So if that's the case, he should be cool. He knows that saying certain things come with consequences. So he just got to deal with them. It is what it is. Yo, listen, with Diego Pacheco feeling right now, that's how Oscar De La Hoya felt. I mean, that's how Mikey Garcia felt. That's how a lot of these Mexican-American motherfuckers felt. It is what it is. As long as you know in your heart that you better than these niggas, you ain't gotta be jumping out here and talking all crazy about your native country. Like, fuck it, bro. If I'm a Puerto Rican American, let's say I turn professional, and I'm looking over and I'm seeing that motherfuckers like Xander Zayas getting more love than me. To me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna build my fan base over here. If they want to fuck with me, they could fuck with me. If they don't, I don't need them. I just need to keep winning. That's the only thing I need to do is win. That's the key to all this shit. Win. Oh, this man has a boring style. Win. Oh, this dude has no personality. Win. As long as you winning, they cannot deny you. Now, if you fucking up on a reputation side and then you losing, that's a recipe for disaster. Them niggas gonna kick you to the curb. They could say all this bullshit about you. They could say that you're a fucking asshole, that you have no personality, your style's boring. You know, they go to sleep watching your fights. Guess what? If you keep winning, regardless of how they feel about you, if they hate you enough, guess what? They're still going to pay. They're not going to pay to see you win. They're going to pay to see you lose. But guess what? Either way, they're fucking paying. If you keep winning, they can't deny you. That's how this sport go. They said the same shit about Bud. This nigga Bob Arum interviews. I could build a house in Beverly Hills with the money I lost on Terrence Crawford. Oh, Terrence Crawford doesn't want to do any media. We want him to talk more trash because he's black. You know, we want our black guys to act like clowns for our entertainment, but he doesn't want to do it. Guess what? Look what Bud just did. Did he need to talk? Y'all never ask these European motherfuckers to talk. Did Bud talk? No. Did he need to? No. Why? Because he kept fucking winning. Boxer said Robert did say the Mexicans probably gonna watch Diego just to lose. Key word is watch. Diego seemed like he got a little bit of asshole in him. So he probably don't even care that these niggas hate him. The way he was standing on his shit, he seemed like he okay. He okay with being a bad guy. Fuck it. Some people don't care. I know I don't. So he probably one of them type people. Like, he wouldn't be speaking as bluntly as he was if, you know, and I seen him apologize on comments and shit like that, but you peep that he still stood on what he said. Like, he said he didn't mean to, he said he don't want to disrespect Mexicans or make Mexicans feel no type of way. But if you peep the comment, he did not apologize for saying that Mexicans aren't skilled. Of today aren't skilled. He's standing on it. So if that's the role you want to take that role. But as long as they're watching you, you okay. It's when they stop watching you, that's when it's a problem. Look at how forgivable boxing is. These niggas is drug cheats. These niggas is racist. These niggas is missing weight. These niggas canceling fights. And the fans still attending to them. So you mean to tell me they gonna blackball Diego Pacheco because he said that these Mexican niggas ain't got no skills? And that's the least. These boxing niggas gonna keep Diego around as long as he winning. As long as he relevant, they gonna keep making him fight and they gonna keep paying him. He ain't tripping. Pacheco a real heel for real. Yeah, it seemed like he don't mind taking that role. And that's hilarious to me because Diego never really came across as that type of dude based off of what I see in the interviews, post-fight interviews, shit like that, press conferences. But that interview, he showed he was real comfortable. He showed a different side. Shoulders all relaxed and shit. He ain't give a fuck. He said, man, they love these Mexican-born fighters, and I don't know why. He said, Chavez, he said Chavez Floyd will beat both of them niggas, the father and the son, same night. Damn. He know how important. If he Mexican, he know how important Chavez is to Mexico. That's like a Puerto Rican disrespecting Tito. Like, that's blasphemous. He knew that, but he still chose to say that. Why? Because he don't give a fuck. Ain't no way this nigga just that cuckoo in his head where he ain't got no filter. Everybody has a conscience. There's some that use it less than others, but he knew what he was saying when he said it. He wasn't drunk. Even if you are drunk, there ain't an excuse neither. You know what you're doing. Yeah, Diego standing on what he said, and he should. Yo, Ryan Garcia stood on his racist comments. Tio stood down on his racist comments. Tiafimo had to get his ass whooped for him to apologize for saying shit to black people. Ryan Garcia blamed it on the liquor. You know? Them niggas ain't apologized. What the fuck he got apologized for? They stood on what they said. Ryan Garcia said, ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. After he said all that shit about black people, he said, man, ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. And ain't nobody do shit to him. These niggas doing face. I'm seeing Devin Haney shaking his hand, doing face-offs with him. I'm seeing, this ain't no shot at Devin Haney, but that's what he did, knowing that this nigga's a racist. Keyshawn Davis facing off with this nigga all laughing in his face. Bro, Caleb Plant, the only nigga who did something when he saw Ryan. He poured a drink on his dumb ass or threw a drink at him. Either one. Ryan, Caleb Plant, the only one that let it be known, like, nigga, we don't fuck with you. Lamont Roach told that nigga during that Inside the Ring interview, I don't really like you. Those two people that I seen get that nigga Ryan that energy he deserved. Nobody else. My whole thing was Diego. How you gonna blackball Diego when you never fucked with him in the first place? You ain't fuck with. He said y'all don't fuck with him. Ain't nobody deny it. I ain't seen no Mexicans come out and be like, "Oh man, Mexico loves Diego Pacheco." I ain't hear nobody say that. So Diego on to something. So if he says, yo, Mexico don't fuck with me. They fuck with these Mexican-born fighters, and it's like y'all niggas fuck with Pitbull. Pitbull ain't got no skills. I got the Mexican heart. Y'all see me come off the canvas in my last fight and win. You know what I mean? I got the American skill to go with it. Why they not supporting me? How they support Pitbull? It's a valid fucking question. It's a valid question. And where he live, where the fuck is Pacheco from? He from Cali, right? Or I'm tripping. Where's Diego from? This nigga's from fucking Los Angeles. Cali and Mexico, what the fuck? Pull out a map. Where the fuck is California? There's literally a border that separates Cali and Mexico. Man, this shit is ridiculous, bro. It's sad that these Mexican Americans don't get the support that these Mexican-born motherfuckers get. Bro, they right next to each other. At one point in time, Cali was Mexico. Why y'all not supporting him? Come on, man. Shit is ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. J. Cash said the rest of them niggas are coons that they gotta kiss Mexicans and racist Latinos kiss Mexicans, and I think he meant to say kiss their ass. Yeah, I seen this one nigga walk up on Keyshawn. He's an annoying little motherfucker too. He a streamer, right? It was a nigga that was like, I got money on Ryan. I got money on Ryan. And Terrence Crawford like, what you do? You box? You know what I'm saying? That little annoying ass nigga, I don't know his name. But he went up to Keyshawn, and I think this was in Puerto Rico. He said, you know, Mexicans run boxing, right? And Keyshawn was like, you know what I mean? I guess y'all right. I guess y'all right. Oh. What the fuck? Keyshawn, what are you talking about? Do you not know how great your people are, you dumbass nigga? You do know that the black American fighter is the best fighters to ever come across the sport of boxing, right? Why would you ever with you knowing that, and you being a black man yourself, why would you let this little annoying dickhead come up to you and tell you some bullshit like that? I ain't gonna lie, like I probably would have checked him, boy. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? What Mexican beat me? You stupid nigga. That's what I would have said. The fuck, you know who the greatest fighters of all time? I'd have been right at him. Probably would have gripped young boy up like, yo, watch your mouth when you talking to me, bro. Like you don't know me to just be. What you trying to downplay my people? Because what young boy is saying by that is, my people are better than your people. So there's a superiority complex going on. There's a superiority complex going on just based off of that statement. So that shit need to be checked off rip. I don't give a fuck if he a young bull. Nigga, you catch me on a wrong day, you might get blitzed. Real rap. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, that I take that type of shit personal. It's like, how the fuck y'all gonna say, look, this ain't me shitting on Mexicans. I love my Mexican fighters, especially Diego. You one of my favorite. You not at the top of my list, but you one of my favorites. You got a little bit more proving to do. But I always spoke well on Diego Pacheco. I always acknowledged him. I like how the way he rumbled. He could fight. He could fight. Let me see what the comments talking about. No, I'm gonna tell y'all this. No disrespect to my Mexicans though, but Puerto Rico, this small. Mexico, pause, biggest shit compared to Puerto Rico. Why Puerto Rico got more championship wins over Mexico? You know, how in championship fights, Puerto Ricans got more wins than Mexicans. If y'all running boxing, why this small island called Puerto Rico is up on y'all in championship fights? Y'all niggas not running boxing. Puerto Rico's not running boxing. Everybody's doing their thing as a group. The Europeans doing their thing over there. Usyk, you know what I mean? You got Bivol, you got Better Beef over there. Then you got the Mexicans over here. You got Canelo still out here. You got motherfucking Navarrete coming off of a good win. You got some good Mexicans over here. You know what I mean? Over, in the United States, we got who we got. Shakur. We got motherfucking Devin Haney. We got Jaron Ennis. We got all these great motherfuckers. Then you go to the UK, they got their good fighters too. Like everybody's doing their thing as a whole. There's talent everywhere. Y'all niggas not running shit. That boy Bad Boom Balloon talking about he hung over from last night. Precisely said, damn, I just joined the live and you talking about blitzing niggas. Nah, this shit just be frying me, bro. That's all. I ain't doing nothing. I'm non-violent. I just be talking shit. But like I just can't stand little ignorant motherfuckers. Like you see how like these streamers be getting slapped now and shit for running their mouth. Like all them niggas, like they do anything to get some type of viral moment. You know what I'm saying? They do anything to get some clicks. Like when he told Keyshawn that, bro, like I felt anger for Keyshawn. And Keyshawn just sat there and was like, man, I mean, you right. Man. Nigga, what? What are you talking about? Why would you let him say that? I'm like, shit. I'd be like, nigga, shit, you tripping. Y'all niggas don't even got one up on Puerto Rico. How the fuck y'all niggas run boxing? You stupid nigga? That's what I would have said. But it is what it is. Yeah, this nigga Dean the Great getting slapped by fucking power lifters and shit. I seen Dean get hit with an elbow by a retired MMA nigga. This nigga rumbling Crip Mac. All right, these streaming niggas weird, bro. Like I can't tune in with these niggas, bro. You know what I mean? This nigga losing fights to one of probably the corniest Vargas brother and shit. Who worse, Amato or Fernando Vargas Jr.? Which one more trash? Because Emiliano looked like he the only one who got something, in my opinion. Who's more trash? Is it Fernando Vargas Jr. or Amato? I think Amato is the trash one. No, them niggas might be on the same frequency of ass. Them niggas might be vibrating on the same frequency. I don't know. You said Amato for me? Yeah, you lost to the worst. All that shit you was talking, disrespecting niggas' moms and shit. You got watched by Amato Vargas. Anonymous said they all suck. I know you don't like Emiliano, but Emiliano, all right. He all right. He's solid, bro. Yeah, them niggas is the same frequency of ass. Said Amato definitely. Yeah, like you talking all that bullshit, nigga. You went and you fought Amato Vargas and got your ass whooped. Go ahead, bro. Boxer said, I bet if Albright would have run up on Keyshawn like that, they would have squabbled. That's a hell of a comment. And I see what you're getting at, Boxer. That's a hell of a comment. That's definitely cool shit. See, me, I've never been that type person where it's like, oh, yeah, I mean, like, I don't want no problems with them, but the niggas who look like me, I go after them. I've never been none of them. It's actually the opposite with me. It's actually the opposite with me. Or, I mean, I treat all y'all niggas the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas run up, y'all disrespect me, that shit it's gonna be carried the same way, regardless of your ethnic background, your race, whatever. Asian nigga run up on me, white nigga run up on me, black, fucking Mexican, whatever. We gonna have that. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Either you gonna get me or I'm gonna get you. Something gonna happen. Dean got bullied by Ass Motto. Did this nigga just call him Ass Motto? That's some cool shit. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga Buffet will call this nigga Ass Motto. That's fucking hilarious. Anonymous said all of them trash. He's standing on it. Yo, listen. What? Yo, Anonymous, I'm rocking with you, bro. I'm rocking with you. Trust me. You my guy. I don't know. I don't want no trouble. I precisely said, damn, Zayas versus Boots, a good ass fight. Zayas gonna be on his Karen shit. Yeah, I feel like that's Zayas' only opportunity to win. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can't see Zayas sitting in the pocket with Boots. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him standing in front of Boots and having success neither. I think Zayas gonna have to do what he's been doing in his last two fights, moving, combinations, moving, like being a moving target. The moment that you sit in the pocket, Boots gonna pick you off, cuz. So Boots, expect this nigga to move. You know what I mean? We're gonna cutting off that ring. You know what I mean? And yeah. I think Boots could pack Zayas though. I ain't gonna lie. I think he could really pack Zayas. Boots' hand speed and his accuracy, I think he gonna run Zayas into something, especially to the body or something. I don't see Zayas walking through Boots' punches. Joe said it's because most people feel like they have to compete with their own race for some reason. I think it's a little deeper than that. I think it's some I'm gonna say this. I think the system that we came up in made us feel like we was inferior to the other side, right? We came up in conditions that was terrible. The other side came up in conditions that was excellent. So we're aware of what we going through. We see the other side and see how well they living. We automatically feel like we're inferior to them because they living better than us, right? Um, so I think a lot of us get to this, especially when dirt poor, you know what I mean, not living well. Look at my neighborhood. We're the most impoverished neighborhood in the city of Philadelphia. So I can speak on this. You get the question and why you in this situation, and slowly but surely you start to hate yourself for being in this situation. You wish that you was in other people's shoes. You wish, I've heard people say that they wish they wasn't black. Like, I've dead ass heard this. Did y'all ever see that little meme where that little black young boy was like, I don't want to be black, I want to be white, and everybody was laughing at him? Bro, he said some shit that a lot of people think but never say out loud. You know what I mean? So if a motherfucker has grown to hate themselves due to the lack of love in their household, how they grew up, and shit like that, you think that they're gonna find a way to love a motherfucker who look like them? Not really. Not really. So that's how I see the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these dudes, like, they be hesitant when a white dude, they want to pull out the camera and record the white person when they calling them all types of N-words and shit like that. But the moment that a black motherfucker bump shoulders with you at a club, you ready to throw your whole life away. I don't be understanding that shit. A nigga bump me unintentionally, I probably won't even acknowledge it. I probably just keep it moving like he ain't mean that. I done been to a lot of parties. I done been to clubs, all types of shit. I done been bumped a few times. Turn around, do like, yo, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem, bro. Shit happens. We in a crowded part, you know what I mean? Then they go, I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a street nigga. I'll kill you in here, boy. I'm gonna catch my first case off you, fuck nigga. They turn around and see Bradley. They like, oh no, I mean, that motherfucker, man, you better stop playing with me, dog. You better stop playing with me. But your brother Ryan or something bumping you. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a street nigga. Man, cut that shit out. We see right through that bullshit. Y'all niggas got selective smoke. We ain't buying it. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, Syfe, bud. You see what I'm saying, don't you? Bad Boone said, damn well Model Family was hitting him up, talking crazy about Dean being black. Well, I don't even know the whole situation, but what I do know is that uh I heard the first thing I heard was Dean disrespecting them because they Mexican. That's what I heard, and I heard them follow up with black racist stereotypical remarks. But it's like that probably would have never happened if you didn't initiate that. Like it reminds me of the Terrence Crawford, Jose Benavidez situation. Terrence Crawford started with the racist remark towards Jose Benavidez. I'm gonna knock all them burritos up out you. You're only saying burritos because the man Mexican and burritos is a Mexican dish. So then Jose Benavidez is like, why the fuck you being racist? If I brought up chicken and watermelon, y'all be upset. And that was a valid point. If you initiated it, you got to be ready for what come back to you. If you be like, oh man, fuck your dead homie, you can't be mad if somebody say, fuck your dead homie, fuck your dead family member. If I tell you, yo, fuck your mother, and you say, fuck my father, fuck my mother, fuck my son, I started it. You can't throw you can't throw something at a motherfucker, and then when they throw that same object back at you, you ready to crash the fuck out. Oh, these niggas trying me. No, you trying them. What you expect to just say whatever you want and niggas just gonna hold it down and not bite their tongue? Not everybody like that. I know I ain't. So it is what it is. Bella Faith in the building said, influencer boxing, I just can't keep up at all. Well, to be technical, Amato is a professional boxer. That's how he beat up on Ryan Garcia, brother. All them niggas catching L's. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia 1-1 in his last 2. I ain't see Sean Garcia back since he lost to Amato. Shout out to Amato. He can't be that bad. You know what I mean? I might put Amato Vargas on my pound for pound list. I love what he's doing. He watched Sean Garcia bitch ass. Then he beat Dean the Great. He's doing some phenomenal things. It's like you got Tommy Fury, the content creator slayer. You know what I mean? Watch Jake Paul, watch KSI. Then you got Amato Vargas right here who beat Sean Garcia, who swear he was the shit living through his punk ass brother. Then you got motherfucking Dean the Great. It's like, god damn, like y'all niggas. I still got Tommy up here. I think Tommy the greatest part-time boxer of all time. You know what I mean? What is Peen the Great? Bella got jokes, boy. Boxer said, yep, Mark, did you see Ryan say he'll never fight Keyshawn because that's his brother? Yeah, and I posted it in the group chat, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't fuck with Ryan, but I got a nice little chuckle out there, motherfucker, boy. Because you see how it sound corny, right? You see how, like, Ryan obviously wasn't being serious. He's trolling. But when you read that comment, it's like, these niggas doing that in real life. These niggas is doing this shit in real life, dog. Man, I'm the best fighter. Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm the best fighter in the world, man. I'm the best fighter at 140. Oh, what about Keyshawn? Oh, no, I ain't fighting him. That's my brother. I'm trying to tell you, bro, I'm the most skilled fighter in the world. Can't nobody beat me, man. Well, I think Keyshawn could beat you. Well, we'll never know because that's my brother. Yo. Man, 135 and 140 is my division. Keyshawn just like, don't worry, bro. I'm going to go to 47. It's okay. You ain't move up yet. So as far as I'm concerned, he talking to you, nigga. That's what niggas ain't acknowledging. Keyshawn has not moved to 47 yet. You are currently a 140-pound fighter. How do I know? Because that's the last fucking division you fought in. So if a nigga says, yo, 135 to 140, that's my fucking division. He's telling you that. He's talking to you too, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. He's talking to you. Now, I know the Charlos will never fight each other, right? And I would never expect them to. Why? Because they're actual fucking brothers, right? I'm against that. But if Jermell Charlo out here saying, while Jermall Charlo's in the division, I'm the best 54-pounder in the world, that's him saying that he's better than his own brother. So this nigga that y'all met when y'all was teenagers stepped on your toes, fought Teofimo Lopez when you was pursuing that fight before him. You just grew to be okay with the shit. This nigga Keyshawn was like, it's okay. I mean, like, like I really wanted that fight. I really, really, really wanted to fight Teofimo, but it's okay. My big bro won't fight him. Mind you, they only like a year apart. This niggas is only a year apart. This the nigga that he's calling big bro. Over my dead body, I don't even call niggas 80 years older than me big bro. But one thing I never did was give niggas the big bro claim, because by you saying that, you basically admitting that you're his little bro. Some niggas don't care. I don't know. But I'd be damned if I called a nigga in the same age group as me big bro. What the fuck is that? Are y'all niggas men? Where is the masculinity? Do y'all niggas love each other that much? What the fuck is going on? This nigga Hitch is talking about y'all was sleeping. Yeah, we was sleeping from y'all nigga. We was sleeping from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas sleeping in 69 position. This nigga like you sleeping next to Shakur big toe, nigga. What the fuck is we even talking about? What is going on with these young niggas? Why they want to be friends so bad? These niggas see each other being so talented, they don't want to lose, so they just want to befriend each other. What the fuck? Like this nigga Hitchin sleeping with Shakur toe in his mouth. What the fuck is we even doing out here in these streets, cuz? Like, I understand y'all niggas are probably down bad. Y'all niggas ain't had no money, had to share a hotel, but the fuck? Y'all niggas think by sleeping from, I'm gonna sleep, we're not gonna sleep, parallel to each other. So what we gonna do is, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna put my head where your feet at, and then you gonna put your head where my feet at, you know what I mean? So we won't look gay. What the fuck is we even talking about, bro? Like, y'all niggas is too cool with each other. Y'all niggas is too cool with each other. This nigga Keyshawn just okay with being a little nigga when the nigga only a year older than you. What the fuck? Yeah, this nigga Berlanga got beat up by this fucking what is Hamza Shiraz? Is he Arab? This motherfucker put the beats on you in your home city. Baby mama. Drama. Gucci Louis, baby mama. Gucci Louis, baby mama. Nigga got all the Brooklyn niggas in the back. This nigga Hitch is just so happy to be there. He like, nigga don't even understand Spanish. This dumbass nigga sitting in the background like, I'm like, yo, this nigga's like, he's really boxing's bestie. This is like really the groupie era, cuz all these niggas just want to be so cool with each other. Nigga, fuck y'all niggas. That's how I look at it. I don't want to be cool with none of y'all. T.O. was like, oh man, they ain't never want to be around me. They ain't never want to be around me because, I wasn't a cool guy. Why you want to be friends with these niggas if you know you got to face them years down the line? I seen like Hitchens shadow boxing in the background while this nigga Edgar Berlanga going live and shit. Just so happy to be there. Like, why is this nigga Hitchens cool with everybody? One thing I learned growing up, never fuck with the niggas that's cool with everybody. I cannot stand the nigga who want to play both sides of the field, bro. Okay, Hamza Pakistani. This motherfucking Pakistani put belt that ass on Edgar Berlanga after all that shit he talked. He said, you ain't gonna beat me in my city, nickel. You ain't gonna beat me in my city, nickel. He said, I'm going to knock you spark out, mate. I'm going to knock you spark. Fuck out of here. Nigga, we from New York, nigga. You crazy? You could hit me with a truck, a Mack truck on my chin, and I ain't going nowhere. This nigga on the canvas like this. This nigga Hamza cracking. Nigga tapped his glove like 3 times. Nigga like, nigga, stop punching your gloves together and punch this nigga face. Fuck is you doing? You landed more punches. You landed more punches against your own fucking knuckles than you landed on Hamza Shiraz, and now you want to be a rapper. Now, baby, mama. Hamza over here. This nigga, I mean, not Hamza. Hamza ain't listening to that shit. That nigga listening to A-Rap Money. Himalaya, Himalaya. We get A-Rap Money. That's what he doing over there with Turkey and shit. That nigga over there popping straps. Pause. That nigga out here cracking them 10,000 bins. You hear what I'm saying? Nigga just left out Chase with a crazy bag. Nigga had to get escorted out by security. He ain't listening to that trash ass shit. Baby mama, yo no quiero drama. This nigga. Yo, this nigga Hitchens on top of a pool table doing the Bobby Shmurda dance. Like, get these niggas up out of here, bro. Hitchens like, bro, I'm gonna sign with Zuffa, but I want you to sign the same day as me, bro. Let's use the same pen when we sign the contracts, bro. Yo, bro, we gonna sign with Dana White, bro. You know, this Brooklyn shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what pen you gonna use, bro? Let's go to the store together and buy a pack of pens, bro. We gotta sign with the same pen, though, bro. This shit legendary, bro. Like, we out here doing crazy shit, man. You my best friend. I love you, Berlanga. These niggas hoes. Oh my soul, these niggas hoes, bro. Yo, Core. Yo, you gotta sign with Zuffa, dog. Yo, Zuffa. Yo, them niggas taking care of us, bro. They took us out the Motel 6. We in the Hilton now, nigga. Yo, listen, bro. I got a stand-up shower. Them niggas get Eddie Hearn had me with the hotel room with 2 beds in the tub, nigga. Yo, them Zuffa niggas taking care of us, Core. You gotta sign with us, Core. Yo, come chill with us, Core. Shut your whole ass up. You and Shakur in the same division. Why you ain't calling him out, bitch, nigga? Nostalgic said, which one of them you want to see get packed up as Zuffa first? To be real, I don't really wish for none of these niggas to lose. Okay, I lied. Hitchens, I want to see that nigga get packed. I want to see Edgar Berlanga get put out again. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This nigga Hitchens on some straight bitch shit. You know what I mean? Niggas acting like hoes out here in these streets. I want to see Hitchens fight a pressure fighter. You know what I mean? I want to see him run that shit with Duarte. Go fight Duarte or go fight one of these motherfuckers. Go fight a Brian Norman. Go fight somebody, man. I mean, you go up to first of all, go up to 47, bro. We sick of hearing you cry about the IBF and the rehydration, man. I just don't feel right. I got food poisoning. I threw up before my fight. Yeah, I threw up the day of my fight. I ain't want to fight because I was throwing up. What if I throw up in my corner? You know, Duarte hit hard, man. Whole shit. I seen this nigga Mikey Garcia throwing up. Yo, check this out. HBO had a special call like 2 days before the fight. It was like 2 days before, 2 days. It was some shit where they literally record somebody's weight cutting process and the lead up to the fight. Watch Mikey Garcia when he was getting ready for Juan Manuel Lopez, I think. This nigga Mikey Garcia was literally throwing up in the elevator. Still went through the fight, beat the shit out of Juan Manuel Lopez. Check this out. What was the other one? This nigga Gennady Golovkin had the flu. Fought Gabe Rosado and was fucking Gabe Rosado up so bad. Niggas in Gabe Rosado corner was like, bro, you have to throw the towel, bro. You have to throw the towel. You're going to get him killed in there. This nigga had food poisoning. He threw up, probably was shitting a little bit. Nigga probably had the runs and shit. He was like, oh, no, fuck that. I already don't want to fight this nigga. I seen him. He was pushing Ryan Garcia, but no, fuck that. Yeah, Mikey beat the dog shit out of Wama. Yes, he did. But go watch that video that HBO had. Let me see what that shit is called, bro. Let me see what that shit is called. Yeah, it's called 2 Days Mikey Garcia. It's an intimate HBO boxing documentary series focusing on the 48 hours leading up to the fight, notably covering his intense weight cutting struggles for the Juan Manuel Lopez fight. The episode captured him dehydrated, feeling weak, and fighting to make weight. Terrence Crawford had one too. This nigga was like all wrapped up in towels and shit. I seen Khabib Nurmagomedov do the same shit. This nigga is literally in towels. This nigga's dying. He talking about alhamdulillah. This nigga's calling up the God to give him strength because he's dying cutting this fucking weight. And this nigga Hitchens out here acting straight pussy. because he ate some bad shit. Man, I don't believe none of that shit these niggas be talking about, bro. Niggas be scared to roll the dice. Move your bitch ass up to 47, nigga. All these niggas you've been calling out, like how corny you look calling out Devin Haney, but you still at 40. How you look calling a nigga out at 47? Oh fuck. What he said? He said some shit on Twitter the other day, talking shit to Dev. He like, man, fuck Dalton Smith. I want Haney next. But you still at 40. Scared to move up for some reason. You know why? Because Hitchens always been a fucking loser when he fought elite level niggas. You think I'm lying? Go look at his amateur record. Nigga said he won all these nationals and shit. If you won all these nationals, why you didn't get picked up by a big promoter? Why Floyd had to sign you? Why Eddie Hearn had to take a chance on you when he didn't even understand the U.S. market all like that when he signed you? Why niggas had to do that? Go look at his amateur record. This nigga lost it. He ain't beat nobody notable. Nobody. All he ever did was lose to notable niggas. He got that belt. Now he trying to hold on to that shit. Come on, man. Because you know that probably be the last time you get a world title. What champion Hitchens beating right now, bro? He not beating Shakur. He not. That's why he trying, sleep next to this nigga Big Toe. That's why he do that. He not beating no fucking Gary Antoine Russell. He ain't got what it take to keep that nigga at the end of his punches. None of that. Who's the other motherfucker? Dalton Smith. And I mean, you probably could beat Dalton Smith. You probably could. But you said fuck Dalton Smith because you want to fight Haney. I don't know. You ain't beating no top tier guys. That's what I'm telling you, nigga. I don't even know if you beat Keyshawn. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think you beat Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn too sharp for you. I think Keyshawn, I think his punch is a little bit too accurate. He might break you down. Hitchens and Gary should fight. We been calling for that, Syfe. We been calling for that. This nigga said Antoine got to get his name up. But anyways, man, speaking of Devin Haney, hell yeah, nostalgia. We know Hitchens Duck Matias bad. But speaking of Devin Haney, let's take a look at Brian Norman Sr. greasy ass and see what he talking about. Because ever since his son left him, he been extremely salty. More specifically, ever since let me see. Let me pull this up. I'll let the video tell it better than I can. Let's look at what Brian Norman Sr., by the way. This man goes up on Mill City, where he used to vent regularly. Oh shit. I forgot that I was still sharing the screen. Thank God nothing crazy popped up on here. Yo, thank God nothing crazy popped up on here. I've been keeping my Twitter clean though. I ain't gonna lie. But but let me go ahead and play this video because this dude, Bella, yeah, at least you acknowledged it. So Two-Tone the Superstar says, per Mill City Boxing, Brian Norman Sr. says that there are major rumors that Devin Haney is microdosing in Florida. Now, listen, before the internet start crashing out, I don't know if this is true. I'm glad that he clarified that. I'm just reporting what was said in the interview. That's the news y'all discuss. So shout out to Two-Tone for that. Not co-signing the fuckery. So this is the picture right here. It says Brian Norman Sr. says there are rumors that Devin Haney is microdosing. Rumors, Lord child. I don't know what that means. But for those of y'all that don't know what microdosing is when micro means small, dosing, pretty much, filling yourself up with, I guess you would say, or, giving yourself a certain amount, putting something into your system, I guess you would say. So he's alleging that there's this rumor out here that Devin Haney goes to Florida and he gives himself small amounts of PEDs. What PEDs? He didn't elaborate. You know what I'm saying? So he says that they giving him like small amounts. That way it's not traceable in the system. And, over time, he could slowly reap the rewards. You know what I mean? But before we get into that, man, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. We are back. I appreciate the patience. We're gonna get straight into this video right here, man. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Oh shit. Hold on now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where's this shit at? How's it? All right. So we're gonna go ahead, get straight into this video. This is Brian Norman Sr.'s comments. Now, I had just came across this right before I went live. So we're just gonna go over it. Let's just hear what he has to say.
There's rumors that Devin Haney is microdosing. Like major rumors in Florida. I told you about this. There's rumors that he microdoses when he's not fighting. There's rumors that it's a whole, he got a whole fucking section IV. I've had people tell me the whole fucking breakdown of it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not making no excuses. I'm not saying that he beat Brian.
So this is my thing, right? And I'm gonna let him finish, of course. But you're saying that there's major rumors that out in Florida, Devin Haney is microdosing, that he got the whole setup with the IVs and stuff like that. I got one question for Brian Norman, right? Brian Norman Sr., of course. If he's microdosing and it's a major rumor, how come we're just hearing about this? How come we're just hearing about this? Because rumors spread very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Rumors spread very quickly. And I see y'all cooking up in the chat. We're going to address that. I just want to get this off. I don't know if y'all niggas ever been to high school or anything like that, but in high school, literally within an hour, everybody could find out one thing about you. The whole school could know something about you just off of one rumor. So if this is a major rumor, how you claim it, how come you're the first one to tell us this? I didn't hear any of that. Only thing I ever heard was people saying, "Oh, you know, Devin with the snack program," and they try to allude to bullshit like that. I seen dickheads make channels or build channels just based off of them fucking angles. But if it's a major rumor, how come we don't know about it? And one thing that I noticed on here as well is that he knows how it sounds when he come across with this. So that's why he jumped straight to, and I ain't making no excuses. I ain't saying that he did this. Norman, you're trying to, preface this whole thing by saying you're not making excuses, but this is literally you trying to cope with the fact that you were all wrong about Devin Haney. You underestimated Devin Haney. You had a very condescending approach to Devin Haney, and you paid the price for that. And because you made that miscalculation and thought everything was going to be so sweet and that your son was going to have such an easy time, your son had to sit back, go back to the drawing board, and come to the conclusion that you were the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Talk about he had trouble staying focused in camp, all these people walking into the gym and all this shit. You doing interviews every fucking day while the Haneys was quiet, locked in. You know what I mean? Putting in the work necessary to throw y'all off y'all motherfucking block, nigga. And y'all literally, your miscalculation, your arrogance, your condescending ways going into this fight, acting like Devin Haney ain't have nothing for you, is the reason why Devin Haney may very well be a Hall of Famer right now. That fight right there may have been Devin Haney's ticket into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, becoming a 3-division champion. Really think about that. We're going to proceed on with this video.
I'm not saying none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing. I'm not on none of that part there. I ain't making no excuses for nobody doing nothing. I'm saying that there are rumors that he's doing this. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say, so you got that test that Ryan tested dirty on with Oscarine, which nobody agrees with unfairness or whatever else, but y'all seen what Oscarine was for. You seen the amount of it that was in there. Again, if it's banned, it's a banned substance. It's a banned substance. You feel what I'm saying? But you was known to be with a cheater who said he can beat the test. What's my name? Turkey, the one that's putting the fights on, has his own rules. His rules are 8 weeks of testing. Those are his rules, 8 weeks of testing. That's all Ryan is required to do. So unless they can talk the man who putting the money up to do that, Then who the fuck is Devin Haney?
Who the fuck is Devin Haney? One of the guys that's stepping into the ring to fucking fight, sir. That's who the fuck Devin Haney is. What was this whole? I'm trying to understand where he was getting at, bringing up Victor Conti, who is resting in peace right now. 8 weeks of testing. Like, what are we talking about? I'm so confused by why he like rambling.
Now, with that being said, I'm going to say, so you got that test that Ryan tested dirty on with Oscarine, which
yes, Oscarine 60 times over the limit. Yes,
nobody agrees with unfairness or whatever else, but y'all seen what Oscarine was for. You seen the amount of it that was in there. Again, if it's banned, it's a banned substance. It's a banned substance. You feel? You know what I'm saying? But you was known to be with a cheater who said he can beat the test.
So he's trying to make it seem like there's a comparison between Ryan testing positive and Devin Haney dealing with snack. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Listen, man. One tested positive, one has never known to be positive. On top of that, Devin Haney does 365 VADA testing. He gets tested year round. If anybody need to be looked at a certain way, since we're just gonna be pointing fingers and pretty much creating accusations, wasn't y'all the niggas? Wasn't y'all the ones that was upset that Devin Haney was requiring additional testing out of y'all? Wasn't they upset? Wasn't they giving pushback because Devin Haney wanted to take additional testing in the lead up to their fight? Yeah, Ralph, there's no correlation at all. I don't understand. How does one nigga who tests positive for PEDs correlate with a nigga who's never tested positive for PEDs that was sponsored by Victor Conti? And Victor Conti said that there is ways to beat the test. But somehow, some way, because Victor Conti made that statement, he's making the assumption that Victor Conti is helping Devin Haney beat Tess. What are we even talking about? In the lead up to the fight, all y'all niggas said was how Devin Haney ain't got no power. He not strong enough for your son. He's not more athletic than your son. All y'all did was shit on every attribute he said, and y'all went as far as to say that Devin Haney don't got nothing for y'all to worry about. So you went from saying Devin Haney is not a tough fight at all and all this shit to now going around saying and alluding to the idea of Devin Haney using steroids. When there was only one person, there was only one side that was complaining about doing additional testing in the lead up to the fight, and that was Brian Norman's team. Am I right or wrong? Victor Conti passed away when Dev beat Norman. I don't even know. Let me see. He died on November 3rd. Yeah, I mean, he died like a couple weeks before Devin Haney and Brian Norman fought. So, yeah, son, that's a great point, but it's like, it's just a whole lot of assumptions, and what Brian Norman Sr. is trying to do right now is trying to look for an excuse as to why they laid an egg the way they did, that he put on the terrible coaching performance that he did. He's fishing, looking for something. What P. Diddy said, that nigga scratching and scraping for shit. That nigga he's scrambling and scraping for shit. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for something. I don't want to admit that I had a trash training camp. I don't want to admit that I put on a terrible performance. What can I say to try to cope with the fact that this nigga Devin Haney whooped my son after all that shit I talked? Microdosing. Major rumor out in Florida. He's microdosing in Florida. He has a whole system. Nigga, what? Y'all niggas be reaching like a motherfucker. Nigga, you reaching more than your son was in the Devin Haney fight, nigga. How about that? Nigga, you reaching more than your son was trying to keep up with Devin Haney footwork, you dumbass nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This dude, the Brian Norman's a fucking idiot. And you know this nigga's a coward because now this nigga, all he want to do, remember he was hopping on everybody's channel to talk shit about Boots, and then he running on everybody's channel to talk shit about Devin Haney. Ever since this nigga Devin Haney put belt on his motherfucking son, this nigga has been MIA. This nigga, the reason why you so salty about Devin Haney, because he fucked up what you had going on within 36 minutes. 36 minutes was all it took for Devin Haney to fuck up the dynamic between you and your son from a boxing sense. Right? I don't know what relationship. I'm sure y'all close outside of boxing and all that. But in boxing, he fucked up the dynamic that y'all got going on, nigga. You got to go back to doing them oil changes, nigga. You know what I mean? If I bring my own oil, how much you going to charge me, senior? If I bring my own filter, how much you? $50. Craziest shit. I have a crackhead do it from around the way for half the price, nigga. You know what I mean? You better start repoing these niggas' whips, nigga. You know what I mean? And this ain't me shitting on Norman Jr. neither, because he be chilling, and I'm about to bring up the tweet that he said, pretty much confirming that his dad a nut-ass nigga. So, let's finish this shit.
What's my name? Turkey, the one that's putting the fights on, has his own rules. His rules are.
I just want to say that I love how niggas act like because Turkey put the bread up that like these that just waives all the fighters' rights. You know that promoters was, and still to this day, Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't the only nigga that ever put bread up for a fight, right? Promoters been doing that ever since boxing became a business. Just because a nigga put bread up doesn't automatically mean that they just have to do whatever Turkey says. No, they could have their own input. They could they could demand certain things. They could request certain things. So if Devin Haney wants additional testing outside of 8 weeks and he's willing to pay for it, you think Turkey gonna step on his toes? But like, what are we talking about?
8 weeks of testing. Those are his rules. 8 weeks of testing. That's all Ron is required to do. So unless they can talk the man who putting the money up to do that, then who the fuck is Devin Haney?
He's an idiot, bro. He's a fucking idiot. Pretty sure Devin has said on several occasions that he'll pay for the fucking testing for motherfuckers. I'm pretty sure he said that he'll pay to do the additional testing out of his own pocket. But let Norman tell it, Turkey just pays for everything. Idiot. So, this motherfucker Brian Norman just came out with a rumor that was apparently major, but nobody heard of it before. So, we're going to exit from this. We're going to go back to the profile. And this is what Brian Norman Jr. had to say. Y'all can read it. If it's not Brian Norman, this nigga put parentheses around Junior, not senior, Junior. If it's not Brian Norman Jr. talking, then it doesn't pertain to my career. So basically, what Brian Norman Jr. is saying is, I don't know what the fuck my pop got going on right now, but what he say is not a reflection of me or whatever the fuck I got going on. Basically, take that shit up with my pop that has nothing to do with me. That's how I take that. And he put parentheses around Junior for a motherfucking reason. Because he probably saw what his pop said and was like, oh, this nigga, he bugging. This nigga bugging. And you know this shit look bad because this nigga Devin Haney went and screenshotted this tweet from Brian Norman Jr. and posted it on his gram. Oh no. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Norman Jr. and his pop just don't see eye to eye. But this seriously needs to be like an experiment done on these niggas, man. That's what I mean. And I see this all the time, even with fighters who not popping, right? What is it with the like? Why is it all the time that the dads that are coaches are the biggest fucking assholes, right? But the fighters is always the cool ones. It's either they both nut ass niggas or the dad always power tripping or whatever the case is, living through his kid while the kid is just happy to be there. I see this shit all the time in Philly. This is one nigga in Philly. I ain't gonna say his name, but he really like the fakest clown ass nigga in Philly boxing community. Got the coolest sons in the world. He's the biggest fucking goofy, bro. That's what Norman and Jr. remind me of. Norman Sr. and Jr. That's what they remind me of. Norman Jr. seemed like he real. He's his own man, right? He like to make his own choices. He do what's in the best interest of his, career and shit like that. You could tell with him making a move, outside of his father. His father, his pride hurt. He arrogant. You know what I mean? He don't like when his pride is attacked or whatever the case is. Said that, no, like or something. No, I ain't gonna let nobody, lead the corner. No, I won't be in the corner. No, I won't be in the corner. I ain't gonna let nobody lead over me. That's my son, huh? That just lets you know that he in it for himself and not his son, man. If you truly love your son, listen, my father, and I don't want my son to box. But let's say he does, right? Let's say he take up on it, and he feels like he learned everything he can learn from me. He needs a different look. If he sits down with me and is like, "Yo, Pop, I feel like we need to add somebody. You know what I mean? Is there any way that we can add another coach? You know what I'm saying? And so I can pick up different things." I'm like, of course. Let's make sure we get a quality coach, but I wouldn't be opposed to that. Whatever this is your career, son. Whatever you want to do that you feel like is going to be in the best interest of your boxing career, I support it. Because I don't ever want to be like on no fucking tyrant shit where it's like, no, you not going, no, you either gotta choose another coach or you gotta choose me. I'm not dealing with this. Ain't nobody want to coach you before. I made you, nigga. I made you. All right, you made me. Go make another one, nigga. What does Bill do, Des? Then Miguel Cotto start off with his father to implement another trainer. I don't know if it was his father, but I know his uncle used to train him too, and then his uncle passed away. I forgot exactly how that went. But Floyd Mayweather, after his dad went to jail, he hired his uncle and kept his uncle. So Roy Jones Sr. with Jr., that's a fact. People don't know about that. Marissa knows she got some she know what she talking about. Jay Cash said Norman Sr. and Mama Schofield had that in common. They both bozos, but their son's kind of cool. Yeah. I actually think Kid Austin's a cool little motherfucker. But his dad just like overbearing. Like, he think he bigger than the program. He think that he's supposed to share the spotlight with his son. That's what be cooking me. He talking about Bill letting other dudes help Dev. Yeah, that was one of the best moves that Bill Haney ever did. That was one of the best moves Bill ever did, was having him train with Floyd Sr., Virgil Hunter, Ben Davison, Mickey Bay, Roy Jones. He gave him all these different looks. He wanted his son to be as knowledgeable and as experienced as possible so he could be ready for the elite level. It paid off. Nigga said he could beat you. And your mother could beat me too with two hands. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, your mother could beat me too. As a matter of fact, any female in your family that got soft hands could beat me too. You right. Stupid ass. Fucking loser. Boxer said, I swear one day we gonna have a special on the Schofields on Netflix. Auntie Sco is a weirdo. He definitely a weird nigga. Like, he be talking all this, he be calling niggas pussy, talking all this big. I heard him call Keyshawn a pussy. I seen him talk about lighting niggas up, like you so gangster and all that. This nigga talking about suing Dev. Wasn't niggas talking shit about? Why ain't nobody talking shit about Floyd Schofield? This nigga got aggressive with a bitch. It was on video. Devin Haney posted the shit. And he talking about, we gonna sue you, brother. You know we gonna sue you. We gonna sue you. We gonna take everything you got. You mad? You mad because of what my son did to you in sparring? You really mad? Like, this nigga, bro. Like, don't know about, bro. I seen Shakur Peoples bitch you up in that hallway out in Riyadh, nigga. He was like, he's a kid. Nigga, he was ready to knock your fucking block off for that disrespect, nigga, accusing Shakur of poisoning your son and shit like that. And we still waiting for that proof too, nigga. Stupid ass nigga. Pulled himself out of a fight with JoJo Diaz because the nigga had a mosquito bite on his fucking arm, on his hand. Why'd you pull him out? No, because my son punches really hard. Yeah, and I know you, and the way you be talking, it look like you like to get your shit hit really hard, nigga. Allegedly. We gotta watch out. I didn't say you definitively like to play with your Dookie shoe. I said it looked, that's allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lopez Sr., he definitely threw his own son under the bus for that Shakur loss. And Brian Norman Sr. did the same shit. This was the game plan. My son just ain't follow the game plan. Nah, nigga. You ain't had you ain't prepared properly for him. You just thought that with y'all speed, y'all power, and shit like that, y'all explosiveness, that y'all was gonna get Devin Haney out the mix. Y'all thought he was gonna run and y'all was just gonna chase him. This nigga was staying in the pocket with you, jabbing your fucking face off, nigga. Dropped you, had you looking dumb as shit. Oh, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt. That's what the son was saying. But I'm not even gonna blame the son for that because that's some shit that his pop put in his head. We always listen to our fathers, right or wrong. You know what I mean? But we got any last questions before I get up out of here, man? Let me know. Do we got any last questions before we get up out of here? Boxer said, hold on. Let me read this first. So Rouse said, motherfucker telling him to take Dev out. He got nothing for him in the second round. That's how you know. It's like, why the fuck? Well, so I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? And Shakur Stevens has said this before, and I've always heard this in the gyms. There is, for one, and Shakur didn't say this, but I'm gonna just mention this. There is such thing as getting caught cold. Like that's a real thing. Like when it's early on in the fight, you know what I mean? Like your body ain't warmed up and you get hit with a clean shot. When your body ain't warmed up, you get caught cold. It's hard for you to bounce back off of that situation. I've seen people lose fights getting caught cold. But fighters, whether they big punchers or not, are always the strongest in the early rounds. Always. Whether they known as big punches or not, they're fresh, they're well rested. The last thing you want to do is get tapped on the chin with some 8-ounce gloves early on in the fight with a motherfucker who is strong. Now, as the fight slows down and these dudes are, controlling their wind a little bit more and not really loading up on their punches or even fatigue. I mean, maybe you could take more chances and, probably step on the gas, but that was just Brian Norman Sr. executing a horrible game plan and underestimating Devin Haney. He must have thought that Devin Haney punched like a fairy or something. He had to have. Boxer Sparring said, best trash talking that I've seen between fathers was Angel Garcia and Ruben Guerrero. Floyd Sr. and Ruben Guerrero. Yeah, Ruben be talking crazy. Who else? I always, he's not a father, not that I know of, but I always thought the trash talk back and forth between Floyd Sr. and Freddie Roach was funny. I remember Freddie Roach and Robert Garcia got heated a few years back. Niggas was throwing kicks and shit because Freddie Roach was being a dickhead. I don't know. Angel Garcia's funniest moment, in my opinion, was had to be the Amir Khan press conference. That John, I just seen Angel was just at my gym the other day. You would never know that he had them moments. He be so cool in person, man. He's such a nice guy. It was that one, that Amir Khan press conference and the Zab Judah press conference. Bro, they had Zab Judah livid. Marissa said that project that I'm doing for business class, I might pursue it and make it into a reality. Well, you got my support 150%, Marissa. So whatever you choose to do, definitely do. I'm gonna say this: do your research. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of AI generated systems that can answer a lot of the questions that you have, and they can help you brainstorm with those things. They're gonna tell you exactly what what to look into. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you a lot of advice that's gonna be very helpful for you. So definitely do your research before you execute. Don't just jump into it blindly. You know what I mean? Because once money get involved, it could get sticky. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, educate yourself before you take that step. Josue Hernandez, what up? He said, yo, damn, I came into the live late. Everybody gets their notifications, brother. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even gonna come on to the live, but you know, I had some time, so like fuck it. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love. As always, if y'all could go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,400 mark, looking to crack that 3,500 mark in due time. I hope you guys appreciated the live. If y'all could do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, turn y'all bell notifications on so you'll know every time I'm going live, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building: J Cash, ETC, Marissa, Ralph, Josue. You know what I mean? Who else? Who else in the building? Let me shout out everybody. Bella Faith, Des 215, Boxer, Bethanuel. Who else? Who else? Who else? Tricks, Boxing Nerd. What up? Lorenzo. If I missed any of y'all, my apologies. Nostalgic, J Hugh, Scythe Bud. What up? Coffee Plant, of course. Anonymous. Shout out to everybody. Slime. Yep. That looked like just about everybody, man. I think that's just about everybody. King of Brooklyn, of course. Chris Maldonado. Yep. Tuscaloosa Sosa. What up? But anyways, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. I'll be back at y'all with another live. In the meantime, go check out the latest video I put out speaking about the preliminary talks between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas, man. Hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.